Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, or if y'all new, welcome to my channel. Hey, so look, today we reacted to Slapped Ham. These scary videos will freak you out. So, with that being said, I'm gonna bring that to the test. I don't think it's gonna be that freaky. I watched a lot of freaky videos, but I'll see what Slapped Ham has to offer. But before we get this video started, I wanna let y'all know, thank you guys for all the support on my videos. Like, I am just lost for words at how crazy my videos has been blowing up and you guys are actually enjoying them. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Now let's get on with this video. And the original video will be in the top of the description. Alright, that's it.
Yeah, they mad hot. They ain't tell my shit. Let me pop my shit. I do what they wish. I can't swim my man.
Here we go.
I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Now today we've got something a little bit special for you. It's some bonus content for the week. It's a massive compilation of some of the scariest video clips going round. So sit back, relax and enjoy.
Let's do it!
Is it possible to conjure up ghosts simply with our minds? That was the question asked by a group of individuals from the Toronto Society of Psychical Research in the early 1970s. None of the members of the group were gifted with any supposed psychic or spiritual powers. Still, they were curious to see if they could conjure up a ghost by simply using their collective imagination and visualization. Lead researcher Dr. A.R. George Owen believed that ghosts were merely an illusion created by the mind, if the mind truly believed it to be so. To test Dr. Owen's theory, the group created a fictitious spirit named Philip. Philip was given a complete biography by the group, from his birth to his unfortunate death by suicide at the age of 30. The spirit was born in the 1620s in England and was a knighted member of the military. One day he met and fell in love with a gypsy girl, beginning an affair with her. His wife discovered the affair and burned the girl at the stake. As a result...
Whoa! Heck no.
Philip ended his life, driven to death by sorrow. Experiment, the group was seated around a table discussing Philip as well as visualizing him and his life. For months, absolutely nothing occurred, though some group members swear that they could feel another presence among them. After a few months, the group decided to switch up the experiment by incorporating a more traditional seance scene, dimming the lights around them and placing their hands on a table. In doing so, they hoped that Philip would speak to them by either knocking on or rotating the table. Only when they changed the experiment up did they finally find some success. They asked Philip questions about his life and the supposed spirit began to interact with the group. There was rapping on and vibrations of the table, as well as unexplained echoes and sudden gusts of air felt by the group. At one point, the table the group was sitting at levitated and moved across the room of its own accord. The experiment began to be filmed, and at one point there was a live taping of the group done in front of an audience of 50 people. A video on YouTube gives glimpses into the experiment, including snippets of the actual paranormal activity. In the video, uploaded by History vs. Hollywood on YouTube, viewers can see the group seated around the table, hands out, asking Philip questions.
What they... That's a thing? You can do that? I have never once in my life seen somebody go, like, multiple people behind one table, just put their hands out like that and they communicate. Like, what?
At one point, a rapping sound can be heard in response to a question.
Did you like Dorothea?
Following this, the table shakes and seems to lift off the ground. The video cuts to another clip with the group standing up with their hands on the table, singing.
Oh, that crap!
Suddenly, the table
no, fam. You won't catch me in this scene. Nope.
Completely tilts to the left, falling on its side.
What?
Dr. Owen's wife, Iris Owen, explains that the group was very surprised when they first heard the knocking. The video then cuts to an interview with psychologist Dr. Joel Witten, who theorizes that the paranormal occurrences happen due to the collective belief and concentrated energy of the group.
The group is involved in a joint feeling of mutuality. Each member almost intuitively senses the other person and their feelings. Is it some type of concentration of energy?
The Philip experiment was met with both awe and criticism in its day. The main criticism lay in the fact that the experiment didn't have any control factors, as usually found in scientific experiments. Additionally, the scientific community remains hesitant to call seances trustworthy. There have been other groups who have tried to replicate the experiment, though usually to no avail.
Didn't you like Dorothy Ann?
The Philip experiment may be just one mystery left unsolved.
That is crazy.
In April 2016, a 7.3 magnitude earthquake hit Fukuoka, a city located in northern Kyushu Island, Japan. While the earthquake caused plenty of damage itself, it was what happened shortly after that left many residents scratching their heads. 90 miles from the epicenter of the earthquake appeared a thick foam that covered the streets.
What?
Residents walked and drove over the foam but had no idea where it emerged from. In some places, the mysterious
looks like
foam
snow.
was knee-high, making it hard to wade through. Other residents refused to leave their houses in fear of what the foam could be.
It's foam.
Local first
It's foam. Come on now. It's not scary.
responders and authority figures tried to theorize where exactly the foam came from. Some believe the foam could have been derived from a busted pipe under the streets, though no cracks could be found in the streets which the foam could have leaked through. Others thought the foam could be from a firefighter's hose, though no foam was found in the hoses either, and the sheer size and breadth of which the foam covered made no sense either. Still today, the foam remains a complete mystery with no explanation given.
What?
What do you think this foam could be? Love to get your thoughts on this strange mystery in the comment section below.
I don't know what it is, but just looks like snow.
To this day, 80% of the ocean remains unexplored by mankind. This has left plenty of room for speculations and theories as to what mysteries are in the deep blue, just waiting to be discovered.
I hate water, bro.
One of these mysteries
I hate water. Like, no. Will not catch me in some water. Especially in the middle. Oh, man. That's my worst fear.
became known as the Baltic Sea anomaly.
If I'm swimming and a shark fucking rubs
In
against my feet,
2011, the Swedish
no.
diving team named Ocean X came across an abnormal sonar image, leading to a baffling discovery: a sunken object that strikingly resembled a craft of some kind. The object quickly became known as the Baltic Sea anomaly, as it was discovered in the Baltic Sea between Sweden and Finland. The diving team described the object as having what looked to be man-made formations, including ramps and stairways. Scientists quickly began to come up with ideas to explain the strange object, including the idea that it was a geological formation created over thousands of years, possibly since the Ice Age. Samples taken from the object and examined by scientists concluded that the structure is made mostly of granites, gneisses, and sandstone. The object's discovery led to some controversy, as the tabloids began to create sci-fi fantasies of what the object could be. These fantasies included everything from being a flying saucer.
I knew
to
it.
the
I was literally thinking the same thing. I was like, this is about to be like a flying saucer type stuff.
Millennium Falcon. Scientists around the world were adamant that this was nothing more than a simple rock formation blown out of proportion. The Ocean X diving team also eventually came under fire, as they offered to take wealthy tourists down to the sea floor to see the object for themselves. The team also claimed that they were never able to capture a good photo of the object due to technical difficulties. Many believe the group have exaggerated what the anomaly really looks like in order to gain notoriety. Could this be the case, or has the mystery object blended in just well enough to escape deeper discovery?
This is real interesting, not gonna lie.
Over the years, there have been countless supposed alien sightings,
Oh, great.
with one of the most prominent occurring in...
Do y'all believe in aliens? Like, comment down below if y'all believe in aliens, because I really believe that there's aliens out there. Like, there's so much stuff that we just don't know, and some videos are too crazy to like edit. I believe it.
Early 1800s Japan. Whether it's simply a Japanese legend or a real recorded experience remains up for debate to this day. The event took place in 1803 in the Hitachi province of eastern Japan. A group of fishermen on the region's coast noticed a large ship drifting alone in the waters. Curious, the group towed the boat to shore to inspect it. The large boat resembled a wooden rice pit, with the upper half of the ship constructed of rosewood and the lower half of brazen plates. The strange ship was said to have windows made of crystal lined by an unknown resin. The fishermen decided to look inside the ship, where they saw inscriptions written in an unknown language. Suddenly, they came across a peculiar figure, a beautiful woman somewhere between the ages of 18 and 20, with very pale pinkish skin, striking red hair. She was donning clothes that were unrecognizable to the group of Japanese fishermen. Furthermore, she spoke a language the group couldn't understand and held a box in her hand that she wouldn't let others go near.
Heck no.
The villagers began to speculate as to who this woman could be, with one villager theorizing that the woman was a prominent figure in her homeland, wherever that may have been. He further speculated that she was cast away from her homeland after engaging in adultery, and inside the box that she so desperately protected was the head of her deceased lover. The other villagers became terrified and decided to send the woman back to her boat so she could drift away. This same story was recounted in 3 different texts over the years, with each text following the same themes of a strange boat that looked nothing like regular boats of the period, as well as a beautiful woman holding a mysterious box close to her. Plenty of Japanese and international researchers have tried to find an explanation for this story. Some believe that the drawings that accompanied the story portrayed what a typical Russian woman might have looked like at the time, including the description of her hair and skin. Still, plenty of other individuals, including ufologists, believe the incident was an encounter with an alien species, and the boat was an unidentified craft of some kind. However, many Japanese individuals believe this story is simply a myth, created in olden times to add to Japanese folklore.
That was crazy.
$1 million to demonstrate some paranormal activity.
$1 million?
Talk about a good deal. While this isn't a mystery as such, it's well worth taking a look at. The $1 million...
So someone paid somebody $1 million to go experience some paranormal challenge? What?
Paranormal Challenge was initiated by the James Randi Educational Foundation in 1964 to any applicant who could perform paranormal or supernatural activity beyond a reasonable doubt. Over 1,000 people applied and every single one failed. James Randi, a prominent stage magician, believed that there was absolutely nothing magical about magic. It was simply a well-planned and put-together illusion. Upon hearing this claim, a parapsychologist challenged him to put money up against any potential paranormal challenger. Randi initially agreed to give out a $1,000 prize, but as the challenge grew in popularity, other organizations and individuals decided to join in on the fun, raising funds up to $1 million US. Until the challenge's discontinuation in 2015, applicants attempted to demonstrate many different kinds of skills and abilities, including medical dowsing, mediumship, and the use of performance-enhancing bracelets. One prominent psychic, Sylvia Brown, was challenged live on air by famous broadcaster and journalist Larry King to take the test. Brown accepted. On September 3, 2001, Brown and Randi appeared on Larry King Live once more, but Brown refused to take the test. Afterwards, Randi posted a timer on his website that recorded the number of days and weeks that had passed since Brown accepted the test but failed to follow through.
What?
A martial arts group based in Bali, Indonesia, known as Yellow Bamboo, claim one of their members, Pak Nyoman Serangan, can knock down approaching attackers from a distance using only a piece of yellow bamboo. Sketchy, low-resolution videos were posted to the group's website showing the alleged abilities. Here's some footage of the group's practices uploaded to YouTube by IET4C0S. Participants run at a practitioner who shouts and pushes them to the ground, allegedly by some sort of invisible force.
Bro, there is no way. This video is faker than fake. There is no way that's possible. What?
Volunteers working with the James Randi Educational Foundation agreed to travel to Bali and conduct initial testing on these abilities. However, the Yellow Bamboo group began making excuses as to why they couldn't participate. Eventually,
It's fake.
James Randi called the whole experiment off. Out of the hundreds of applicants applying for the fund, none of the experiments were successful, though some critics disagreed with the sincerity of Randi's challenge, as the measurements of proving something was real without a doubt is hard to define. Still, the challenge was popular and remains a hot topic of conversation for paranormal fans around the world. Tina Resch's story seems too bizarre to be true, though sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction. Tina's story starts in October of 1969. Just a few months after she was born, her mother brought her to the hospital and left her there, abandoning her. She was therein adopted by Joan and John Resch, who were physically abusive to her during her childhood. When she was 14, Tina watched the horror film The Poltergeist and the alleged paranormal activity that would follow her for the rest of her life.
Why would you? Was that a kid watching that? Why would you let your kid watch that?
Began. Shortly after watching the film, strange events started happening when Tina was near.
Of course.
These included flying objects around the house and things falling down from the walls.
Nope, that's not my kid.
Parapsychologist William Roll decided to investigate the case and stayed in the Resch's house. Roll claimed that there were indeed telekinesis events in the house, but never when Roll was actually looking at the objects in question. Reporter Mike Harden and photographer Fred Shannon were also given access to the Resch household, but, like Roll, didn't see any paranormal activity until they looked away. Shannon attempted to take a picture with his camera while looking in a different direction and managed to capture one photo of the house telephone flying across Tina's lap.
Wow.
Still, many speculated that Tina was able to manipulate the objects while others were looking away, probably because she was a young girl who craved attention. Subsequently, a video camera caught Tina knocking over a table lamp and screaming as if it happened in front of her, confirming many individuals' doubts about the paranormal activity. However,
Whoa.
Tina Resch's story only gets stranger. As an adult, Tina was married and divorced twice and had one child. At age 3, Tina's child died. Both Tina and her then boyfriend were arrested and charged for murder,
What?
though Tina wasn't present when her daughter died. Still, Tina received a life sentence plus 20 years and remains in prison to this day.
No way.
Tina didn't mention telekinetic activity during her trial, though perhaps such a tragic finale to such a bizarre life is no big surprise.
Wow. Well, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Let me know what you guys think about this video. I'll come back to this video. I'll finish it. I'll keep making parts of this video. This is crazy. Like, I'm speechless. Like the alien one, I believe the alien one. People, I know there's aliens out there. But I'm out. I gotta edit this video for you guys so you guys got something to watch. I'll catch you guys in my next video. And I'm out. Peace.
Yeah, I'm on my gang shit. Whole gang bang shit. Whole thing gang shit. In a Benz, I'm tryna lane switch. Show shit. Yeah.